We as a government, we, or at least in my ministry as a minister, I believe in appointments on merit. And I'd like to thank the board for going through that process. And as explained by the chairman, it's very critical that we have the right mix of qualifications, experience in terms of our organizations, not only in MSAF but across government, as we currently face challenges moving forward as a government coming in, but also as we face various challenges in our environment, not only economically, socially, but also in terms of the challenges of climate change as we move forward, and of course the budgetary challenges. You all know, MSAF is a very critical organization in terms of not only compliance but also in terms of the overall, I suppose, management and direction in terms of our maritime sector. So I look forward to the CEO. I know he has a lot of experience in terms of, not only in the maritime sector, but also in the various government entities, which will hold him in good stead. And for us as MSAF and the ministry, in terms of, coordination and also bringing together all the various parts of what MSAF is into a more focused organization moving forward. And I'm happy to hear that the strategic plan is coming together, and that's again another critical part in any organization moving forward. And where the CEO comes in, I'm sure he will have his input in those and how we can organize that to achieve our objectives. There have been some areas lagging, but there are also overlaps, as you know, in terms of the maritime sector. There's some areas which FRA is also probably overlapping, but as is part of my ministry, we can all work together to work with FRA. Maybe there are some areas which they should not be doing and you should be doing it, because you are the experts in the maritime sector, and I'm very open to suggestions in how to more efficiently and more effectively bring all this together so that we can achieve some of the areas which really need attention in the maritime sector, so that our services to our maritime areas, but also, of course, not only maritime, but in the shipping sector, tourism, and the various areas of economic activity which we can enhance as MSAF, and also overall from the ministry perspective. So with those words, I welcome, do we still call him Commander or what? Mr. Cawaki. Welcome, nabalim na sa Meteorological na singenday, nabalim na kaniting gomits ko na watutu sa gayan. Minta tola kalawachu, nabalim.
Imbuluna kasi, Imbuluna Minister, to the chairman and the board and the senior staff of MSAF, it's an honor. It's an honor to be part of the Maritime, new Maritime movement for Fiji. Mr. Minister, I started last week on Monday, and last week I was meeting the managers and the team here at MSAF until yesterday. There's 6 departments, and tomorrow we'll be going down to the west, looking at our stations in Navua, Pacificaba, Nandi, Lautoka, Rakiraki, and Natovi. Next week to the north, Nambualu, Tuisawau, Tabiuni, and Lambasa and Beck. That will give me an overview of MSAF and our people in the stations. And starting the last week, my directive to the staff is to come up with a SWOT analysis of where we are now. They've given me that presentation this week, And coming back from the north, we will put together where we are in terms of our strengths, our weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, and how we can build on the strengths, looking at how we can minimize the weaknesses, looking at the opportunities, and also treating the threats. And then after that, Minister, I've given a brief to the board this morning on our program. Then we'll do an industrial visits. What I see this week is there's a gap between us as administrators and the industry. I've told the managers, MSAF is here to provide a service to the industry. Without the industry, there's no MSAF. And also for MSAF, what Ratumara said when they started the Navy, if there's no sea, there's no Navy. Likewise for MSAF, if there's no sea, there's no MSAF. So we are the administrator, we are the managers of the maritime industry for the country, for the nation. So we'll do a maritime industry visits. After the industry visits, we'll collate all the points. The target of the industry visits is just to gauge what the industry wants from MSAF. At the moment, it's supposed to be a two-way communication. There's a lot that's happening in the industry without our knowledge. So we need to gauge what's happening in the industry, and for us as the custodians of the law, to be able to factor that, if we need to review our laws, we need to review. If we need to review how we operate, we need to review. And then we'll collate all the issues and cluster them. And then, Mr. Minister, we'll form a national maritime council in which we will present all these issues to the maritime visits and also the points that were raised by the managers to the council for the council endorsement. And after the council will decide if we need to have a maritime symposium. Timeline for that, we are looking at April, May to have the maritime symposium. By April, the maritime council meeting. And after if the council thinks that it suits to have a maritime symposium, we'll go for the symposium. We'll look for funding. And I think we'll create that rapport between the administration and the industry. We'll need the industry support in us doing the maritime symposium just for us to see the way forward. And from that way forward, there are 6 priority areas of our strategic plan, which we will present to you by next month. The 6 priority areas will also be part of the thematic areas for the symposium and also our presentation to the council. After the symposium, it will set what the industry wants and how we can organize within MSAF to be able to address the industry needs and the way forward in terms of MSAF's service delivery to our people. We'll be looking at what are the IMO's requirements, what are the regional agreements that's in place, and what are the regional agreements that we need to review in terms of safety, in terms of seafarers, in terms of surveys. I've been told yesterday that a regional agreement on survey, Fiji is not signing. The other countries have signed. Fiji has not signed, but we will try and bring MSAF to be relevant in the region. But the bigger plan, Mr. Minister, is to have Fiji create the environment for Fiji to be the hub of the region. Hub of the region in terms of ports, transshipment, hub of the region in terms of safety and all the priority areas that the 6 priority areas that the board has set for MSAF to go through. So, Mr. Minister, I think thank you for coming today. Anytime you can call the office, or if you need me to come up, readily available. So with those words, thank you again. Thank you the board. Thank you for the trust the board has put together for me to become your CEO for MSAF. Value.